Your parents are going to be free and clean, and I hope we can do it by tomorrow. Wish them a good life.
Both my parents are coming home tonight or tomorrow.
We're talking about Savannah Chrisley, daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley, the glitzy stars of Chrisley Knows Best, who went from living large to locked up in the slammer since 2023, facing 12 and 7 years respectively for bank fraud and tax evasion. But hold up, Donald Trump just swooped in with a full pardon on May 28th, 2025, springing them free like it's a season finale cliffhanger. What the hell really went down behind this case? Picture this. A picture-perfect Southern Klan living large on Chrisley Knows Best since 2014, selling a dream of glitzy mansions, tight family vibes, and Todd's loudmouth charm that could sell ice to penguins. They were reality TV gold. Reeling in fans with their over-the-top lifestyle and sassy one-liners, looking like the American dream on steroids. But behind the scenes, a steaming hot mess of bank fraud, tax evasion, secret affairs, and family feuds that make Real Housewives look like a church potluck. The Chrisleys' world came crashing down like a chandelier in a storm, and it's a masterclass in how fame can mask a 5-alarm dumpster fire until the feds come knocking. From defrauding banks to dodging taxes, from sex tape threats to prison nightmares, this family's story is wilder than a soap opera on speed, and I'm breaking it all down, leaving no stone unturned. Let's kick it off with the big crime, because this is where the Chrisleys' house of cards got blown to bits. Back in 2019, Todd and Julie got slapped with a federal indictment in Georgia for bank fraud, wire fraud, conspiracy, and tax evasion. Prosecutors said they scammed a jaw-dropping $30 million in fake bank loans to fund their bougie lifestyle, private jets, designer threads, mansions that scream, "I'm richer than God." They also hid cash from Chrisley Knows Best to dodge taxes from 2013 to 2016, acting like they were untouchable. June 2022, a court dropped the hammer. Todd got 12 years, Julie got 7, a combined 19 years behind bars. They tried blaming their accountant like, "Oh, he jacked up our books." But the jury wasn't buying that weak sauce. No jail time for the accountant, just the Chrisleys taking the L. They appealed in 2023, hollering about trial errors and government lies, but the court shut it down cold, leaving them to rot in lockup. Fraud in banks and Uncle Sam? That's like stealing from a dragon and expecting a pat on the back. Rumor alert, no proof the trial was rigged despite their sob story, it's just them dodging the mirror. Then, in a plot twist that'd make M. Night Shyamalan jealous, President Trump dropped a bombshell on May 28th, 2025, pardoning Todd and Julie, wiping their convictions clean like they never happened. In a call with their daughter Savannah, Trump called their prosecution terrible and vowed to free them by tomorrow, hyping them as terrific people who got screwed by a broken system. Savannah's been their loudest warrior, going full scorched earth at the 2024 RNC, calling the DOJ broken and swearing her parents were politically targeted. She pushed relentless podcasts, speeches, X-rants, and Trump's pardon seems to back her vibe. Why now? The Chrisleys always screamed political persecution, and Trump's got a thing for splashy pardons, especially for reality TV folks. Savannah's hustle, plus her RNC spotlight, likely tipped the scales. This move's wild, like a season finale cliffhanger nobody saw coming. Savannah's fight paid off, but let's keep it 100. Free or not, the evidence of their $30 million scam ain't vanishing. Rumor alert, no hard proof of political targeting, just Savannah's word and Trump's say-so, so sip that tea with a side of skepticism. Now let's talk prison, cause Todd's time in the slammer was a horror show straight out of a dystopian flick. Locked up at federal prison camp Pensacola, Florida, he spilled tea on X about conditions so vile they'd make you hurl. Expired food a year past due, barely 1,000 calories a day, rats and squirrels running wild in the food storage, black mold creeping like a plague, and Brace yourself, a dead cat fallen from the ceiling onto the food prep area. He called it starvation and torture, no cap. Todd even dropped recordings of staff plotting diesel therapy, shackling him for a cross-country prison bus ride to humble his loud-mouth ass. Savannah backed him, blasting inhumane treatment at RNC 2024, saying her parents' prison ID numbers were her whole heart. Look, nobody deserves moldy food or dead cats dropping on their head, but Todd's used to caviar and penthouses, so of course he's whining louder than a toddler in a tantrum. If half this is true, that prison's a biohazard, but Todd's flair for drama makes you wonder if he's playing it up for clout or a lawsuit. Rumor alert, his claims about staff threats are unverified. Could be him stirring the pot for sympathy or legal leverage. The scandals? Oh, they're a buffet of chaos, each one nastier than the last. In 2022, Mark Braddock, Todd's ex-business partner, testified under oath that he and Todd had a year-long affair in the early 2000s, while Todd was married to Julie. Yeah, a secret romance dropping like a grenade in court. They got hit with anonymous texts threatening to expose their fraud and relationship. So Todd coughed up $38,000 in cash to a blackmailer to keep it hush-hush. Braddock, given immunity, admitted faking bank docs for Todd's scams but turned vengeful after a 2012 fallout, spilling the tea to the feds. Todd's denied it, but the hush money detail? Too specific to be pure fiction. This is some soap opera level dirt, and it paints Todd as a double-life king. Rumor alert, Braddock's affair claim leans on his word, no hard proof beyond his testimony, so it's a he said mess, but it's sticky. Then there's the sex tape drama, and it's foul enough to make your skin crawl. In 2019, Lindsay Chrisley, Todd's daughter from his first marriage, accused Todd and her half-brother Chase of threatening to leak a sex tape of her to force her to lie about tax issues. She said Chase paid $5,000 for the tape, and Todd's PR team planned to spin a story that she was sleeping with a government official to discredit her. Lindsay filed a police report in Georgia, but it got dismissed. Todd clapped back, denying it and slinging mud, claiming Lindsay had affairs with Bachelorette stars Robbie Hayes and Josh Murray. Both dudes shut it down, with Murray throwing shade like, "Focus on not going to prison for 30 years, Todd." Lindsay was livid, calling out Todd's audacity for attacking her while dodging his own crimes. Threatening your own kid with a sex tape? That's low, even for reality TV sleaze. Rumor alert, no proof of the tape or threats. Lindsay's claim didn't hold up legally, but the family feud's real as hell. Todd's first wife, Teresa Terry, added more fuel to the fire, and it's burning hot. In 2014, she told Daily Mail their 7-year marriage was a nightmare. Screaming fits for no reason, silent treatments that lasted days, Todd controlling her every move like a dictator. She filed a 1992 domestic abuse complaint saying he harmed her and a 1994 abduction claim accusing him of keeping their daughter Lindsay from her. Both cases were dropped and Todd's denied it all, painting himself as the victim. In 2012, he sued Teresa for $1 million in child support and got clowned in court, losing hard. Teresa's story paints Todd as a bully with a temper, and with his legal woes piling up like a trash heap, it's tough to brush off. These old wounds keep bleeding, making Todd look like trouble long before the feds came calling. Rumor alert, her abuse and abduction claims never stuck, so they're unproven, but the pattern's damning, like a shadow he can't shake. The family's been ripped apart by this mess, and it's heart-wrenching to watch. Savannah stepped up after the 2022 sentencing, taking custody of her minor brother Grayson and granddaughter Chloe, juggling their care while cleaning up her parents' wreckage. She's been raw on her Unlocked podcast, sharing the pain of prison visits, the guilt of not going enough, and the way to keeping the family from drowning. Every trip to see Todd and Julie hurts more, knowing she's leaving him behind bars, or was till the pardon. Lindsay cut Todd off in 2021 over the sex tape drama, vowing never to speak again, but patched things up post-divorce from Will Campbell, thanks to his support. She's clear she won't condone her parents' crimes, keeping her distance from the legal stink. Nick Kirtles, Savannah's ex-fiancé, nearly took his life in 2022, battling depression, anxiety, and COVID effects, mixing meds with too much booze. Todd and Savannah rush to save him, a rare bright spot in this dark saga. Savannah's playing mom, therapist, and PR rep, while Lindsay's dodging her dad's shadow. Nick's story hits like a brick. Mental health's no joke, and it's a reminder this family's human flaws and all. Rumor alert, no rumors here, just raw family pain laid bare, cutting deeper than any tabloid headline. Reality TV, Donezo, Kaput, Finito, Post-Conviction, Chrisley Knows Best, Growing Up Chrisley, and Love Limo got the axe faster than you can say canceled. The family's TV empire's in ashes. No more glitzy episodes, just courtroom recaps and mugshots. A rumored documentary's got Savannah and Lindsay fuming, calling it a pack of lies without their input. Savannah, as power of attorney, insists only the family knows the truth. Lindsay says it's unfair to those who can't defend themselves, like her parents in lockup, or were till Trump stepped in. This documentary sounds like a slimy cash grab, trying to milk their misery for clicks. Tell the story right or don't tell it, period. Rumor alert, documentary details are hazy as hell, could be speculative hype to squeeze the last drops out of this drama. Todd's legal headaches didn't stop at fraud, they kept piling up like bad debt. In 2022, Amy Daugherty-Heinze, a Georgia tax investigator, sued him for defamation, saying he trashed her on his podcast, falsely accusing her of crimes during the tax probe. When he doubled down, spewing more shade, she filed a second suit. Outcomes still up in the air, but Todd's big mouth dug a deeper hole than a backhoe. Amy's got a point. Don't slander someone's name on air, especially when you're already in hot water. His lawyer claimed the trial was riddled with errors, like the government lying about taxes paid, but appeals crashed and burned. Rumor alert, no proof Amy broke laws. Todd's claims are looking like a desperate deflection to dodge the heat. Faith's been their lifeline, or so they claim. Todd and Julie leaned hard on religion, with Todd preaching God's a miracle worker from his cell, like he's expecting a divine bailout. Savannah echoed this, saying faith keeps them from crumbling. Post-pardon, they're likely plotting a comeback. Maybe Savannah's Unlocked podcast, a new show, a tell-all book, or some insta-hustle, leaning on their loyal Chrisley Knows Best fan base that's been riding since 2014. They'll milk this drama for all it's worth, bet your bottom dollar. Fans'll eat it up like Southern comfort food. But the haters? They're locked and loaded, ready to call BS. The Chrisleys are free, but their next move's gotta be calculated, cause the spotlight's unforgiven. Rumor alert, no confirmed comeback plans, just speculation on their next hustle. But they ain't the type to stay quiet. This saga ain't just about Todd and Julie, it's a flamethrower to reality TV's dark side. The Chrisleys sold a fantasy, but the truth? Fraud, lies, and pain wrapped in a shiny bow. Like Diddy's web of control, with NDAs, threats, and baby oil, it's power and fame gone toxic. A system where secrets are buried with hush money and victims are silenced by fear. Reality TV builds empires on quicksand, hidden scams, broken families, and moral rot behind the glitz. The Chrisleys' fall is a screamin' warning. Question the dream, cause it's probably a nightmare in disguise. They're free now, but the ghosts of their scams, scandals, and shattered trust ain't going nowhere. Will they rise like phoenixes or crash harder than a bad finale? X is watching, and the memes are ruthless. Now let's get messy, cause that Trump pardon's got folks divided like a family reunion brawl. On one side, Savannah and Team Chrisley are popping champagne, swearing it's proof they were framed, a middle finger to a broken system that targeted them for clout. They're calling it justice, saying the feds played dirty and Trump righted a wrong. On the other side, critics are spitting fire, saying it's just Trump flexing, handing out VIP passes to reality TV pals while the evidence of $30 million in fraud sits there, bold as brass. They're screaming the Chrisleys dodged accountability, walking free despite scamming banks and taxpayers like it's a game. Was this a righteous save or a political stunt? Did the Chrisleys beat a rigged system? Or are they con artists who lucked into a golden ticket? Drop your take below, Team Chrisley, or are they grifters who gamed the system? Hit up X for the latest. This drama's got legs and the fight's just getting started. Rumor alert, the truth's a foggy swamp and the debate's burning hotter than a Georgia summer.